We're here at Rockford's abortion mill with some abortion supporters who've been doing all they can to send women into this killing center and prevent them from seeing a free ultrasound of their child. But what I wanted to share with them today was some of the thoughts of the early feminists, the women who began the women's rights movement, who faced real persecution. They were all 100% pro-life and saw the evil of abortion, how it destroyed women and children. Now, this is a quote from Cady Stanton, who was one of the founders of the women's rights movement. Quote, "When we consider that women are treated as property, it is degrading to women that we should treat our children as property to be disposed of as we see fit." Unquote. So Cady Stanton saw that abortion is treating a human being as property, and it not only kills the child, but it degrades women as well. And that's why we're here asking these women, now why do you support something that degrades women and kills children? When these early feminists, who really began the fight for women's rights, saw so clearly that abortion is a horrible crime. Okay, we don't have an answer.
We appreciate you not damaging the camera by hiding your faces, but at the same time, if you're proud of what you do.
Very well said, sir. Another feminist, Alice Paul, the author of the original Equal Rights Amendment, said abortion is the ultimate exploitation of women. So the founder or the author of the original Equal Rights Amendment saw abortion as the ultimate exploitation of women. So you're here, according to the early feminists would have said about you that you're here exploiting women. Why would you exploit women like that and kill children? You ladies who come to Rockford to support abortion, you're not from Rockford, but Susan B. Anthony is one of the early feminists, a truly great woman, a truly great American. She had something to say about abortion, and she said guilty, yes, no matter what the motive, love of ease or a desire to save from suffering the unborn innocent, the woman is awfully guilty who commits this deed. It will burden her conscience for the rest of her life. It will burden her soul in death. But oh, thrice guilty is he who drove her to the desperation which impelled her to this crime. So Susan B. Anthony, ladies, a question though about sex selection abortion. In Asian countries, the United Nations has reported there's 100 million fewer women in the world than there should be. These female babies in their mother's womb have been targeted for abortion simply because they're female. Do you have any thoughts on that? Does that bother you? As we've already talked about, the early feminists saw abortion as the exploitation of women. The United Nations proves that not only is it the exploitation of women, it's the murder of female babies by the tens and tens of millions simply because they're female. There's been no greater attack in human history on women than abortion.
China has 29 million more males than females right now.
China alone has 29 million more males than females because approximately 29 million females have been aborted in their mother's womb for the horrible crime of just being female. Now this is a perfect picture with you two standing right by the baby. It's like they're looking at each other, but they refuse to look at the truth. That this is a child, this is a human being. Look at her. She loves, she's a person. God loves her. She's a child created in God's image and likeness. She's a person with immortal soul. But yet you don't even notice her. You pretend she doesn't exist, but she does. And she'll be murdered inside of this building as we're speaking right now. The abortionist is already here, pulling out his sharp instruments to slice and cut up and harm an innocent child. Ladies, please care.
Do you live around here?
Please care more about others than yourselves, or please care about others even a little bit. These children are human beings created in God's image and likeness. who are our sisters and brothers. They don't deserve to be butchered. They don't deserve to be harmed.
Earful for I don't know how long.
Look at her. Look at that child. Do you have no compassion? Nothing. Is there nothing in your heart? Not a drop of compassion. Not a drop. A little bit. A tiny bit. Nothing for her? Nothing? Nothing? Something. Just something. For that child. She's a person like you. She's no different than you. A teenager is no different than you. A woman in her 90s is no different than you. They're different in age, different in shape and size and color, but they're a person like you. And that child in that picture is a person like you. All we're asking is that you have a little compassion in your heart for her. We had a mother who's actually going to be here in April with a Silent No More rally. She had an abortion in this clinic, a few feet away from where you're standing, and when the abortionist tried to kill her baby, the nurse said to the doctor, "What's wrong?" And the doctor said, "I can't get her. I can't get it. It keeps trying to get away." That child in that picture, kept trying to get away. Please, for the sake of that child, for the sake of her mother, and for the sake of your soul, a little compassion for that child. Just a little.